like this, because you'll understand that as you keep attending, the kind of questions that come out initially you have one set of questions, but the second time you hear to the same science as given by Krishna, your questions are more deeper. You're trying, even me for that matter, I like to study Gita, but the first time I gave classes, I was thinking, okay, after I finished giving classes, I thought, okay, this was a good way to learn everything about Gita. But the second time I took classes and I was reading more, I had more deeper questions, right? So the best way to learn is to teach, they say. So I've only been a student of Gita for so many years now, and I request all to not stop studying Gita. That it's not the end of the journey; it's a beginning of your study. So keep studying Gita as much as you immerse yourself in this knowledge. It is going to only help you 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, how much ever you study, that much more times. So please be a student of Gita for life. Okay, so stay connected with us, and we'll help you answer any questions you have with regard to Gita and any issues generally that on a material level that you feel need answers. And if Gita is the answer to that, if you find the answers through Gita, that would be good for all of us, for the matter of fact. So our obeisances to Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Mai, Sudarshanji, Lakshmi Narsimha, Gaur Nitai, and Panchatattva and the Guru Parampara. Who wants to read the prayers?
Raji, may I?
Yes, please go ahead. Sorry, are you ready to read?
Can I, Mataji?
Yes, you can.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya.
It's not Ajnana. It's not Ajnana. It's Agnana. Gna.
Ajnanatimirandasya. Jnanajana Shalakaya.
Gyananjana.
Jnananjana Shalakaya. Chakshurunmalitam yena. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya. Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale. Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi.
Saraswate Devi.
Saraswate Devi. Gaurivani Pracharine. Gauravani Pracharine. Nirvishesha Sunyavadi. Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Right. Okay. Usually Jnana is like the J in Jnana is actually G, Jnana. Okay. So Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. With that, let's go to our chanting. Request everyone to come on video. I hope all of you are carrying your chanting bags. If not, you can run now and get it for you before we start. Okay. Can I request everyone to come on video? And stay on video till the end of the chanting, please. Jai. Is there anyone who wants to lead the chanting today? Okay, if not, I'll take over. But if you feel you are ready to lead the chanting one of these days, just put a message to me on chat, personally or on group. Either is fine, and I'll let you lead the chanting for the day. Okay, let's start.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
If you permit, I may lead the
Okay. Do you know the
chanting.
Panchatattva prayer?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Request everyone else to be on mute while Praveen Prabhuji is going to lead the chanting for today.
Jai Shri Prabhupada. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Praveen Prabhuji, the name Ram, are you saying Ram or Rama?
Rama.
Say Rama, Ma.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare
Jai.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jai
Very
Mataji.
nicely chanted, Prabhuji. How long have you been chanting?
Mataji, it's been, I'm not sure, but I chanted like regularly from this 1st of January.
Okay. So
But
this
I was
month.
yeah,
Okay.
this month,
Okay. Okay. Very nice,
1st
Prabhuji.
of
Very
January,
nice.
but I was chanting before.
Okay.
Yeah, I was chanting very, I mean, small rounds. But yeah, from 1st of January, I started chanting regularly.
How many rounds do you chant every day?
Mataji, from this 1st of January, I'm chanting 16 rounds.
So you've taken a New Year resolution.
Kind of, Mataji.
Kind of. Okay. But it's a good resolution if you plan to take a resolution like that. So it's people take many kind of New Year resolution, but your resolution has become very spiritual because you've taken some kind of commitment. You may or may not meet the round, but you at least are doing better than what you're doing last year. So try to be consistent. You don't have to be over,
Yeah, Mataji.
over ambitious and say I will drastically change to 16. But at least say I will do a 8. It may not be a 16 every day. The first 2 months, I'll not miss my 8 rounds for sure. If you can do your 16, great. Don't bring the standards down, but put a target for yourself. Put that minimum number
Yeah,
you're
Mataji,
sure will never miss.
Yeah, one day I missed 16, so I did like 12, but next day
Yes. You caught
kind
up?
of covered
Extra?
the average. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
caught up. Yeah.
Okay.
But since
Good.
then, with the mercy of Lord and mercy of all the senior devotees, I'm doing 16.
Jai. Okay, let's hope that you keep up your 16 commitment then for
Hari
your whole
Bol.
life.
Thank you so
Hari
much,
Bol.
Mataji.
Thank you.
Hari Bol.
Jai.
Jai Mataji. Thank you.
Okay, okay. And the reason I corrected you in between your chanting, and don't mind that, because the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra has 16 names of the Lord, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Even the letters Hare is remembering Radha Rani, right? So we are actually calling out the names of Radha more than we are calling Krishna and Rama. But every name has got 2 syllables in it. Hare, Krishna, Rama, right? So when you're chanting, totally there should be 32 syllables in the whole chanting versus Ram, that is 1 syllable. So the right way to chant is Rama, Rama, okay? Jai.
Hare Rama, Rama
Correct.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Correct. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna.
Mataji, while I'm doing chanting, I say Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Because I used to listen to Prabhupada chanting in YouTube and practice it. So that is how my practice has become. Is it wrong?
It's Rama. Ma might be the after the ma might be little more silent, but the is there. And Prabhupada has a Bengali lingo in it. But if you listen to his slow chanting, he does clearly chant ma, Rama, ma.
Then
So
what about Ram, Mataji? Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
there
Is this correct?
might be local. I don't know which part of India you come from. Like North India, try to avoid not use the There's instead of say Arjuna, they'll say Arjun. Instead of Krishna, they'll say Krishna. Right? So the local region influence might be there, but the right way, as given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is 32 syllables in the mantra.
That is Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Yes.
Okay,
Rama
that is the right way you
too.
say.
Yes.
Thank you,
Mataji,
Mataji. Thank you so
I used to do the same thing before, but
Okay.
I came across Prabhupada's slow chanting on YouTube,
Yep.
and I corrected myself after that. So that
Yes.
ways it was very, very easy to understand also.
Yes. Jai, with that, we offer obeisances to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, for continuously guiding us. Even when he's not on this material earth, he's guiding us continuously with his books, his Vani, his everything that he's done for us through all these years, through the temples, through the association he's given to us. So all glories to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. We'll go to Gita Mahatmya. Does anyone want to try? Okay, I'll go ahead. Yesh Shrinvanti Patanti Eva Gita Shastram Aharnisham Nate Vai Manusha Gneyam Deva Rupana Samshayaha. Shri Vaishnaviya Tantra Sara, verse 9. One who day and night hears and recites the Gita is never to be taken as a mere human being. Without the doubt, he is a veritable God. One who day and night hears and recites, right? So we should remember our gurus, all the acharyas. They have lived their life as per Gita, right? They have set a nice shining example for us how to live by the way they have lived, by preaching what they have lived, right? Our gurus and acharyas spent so many years of their life spreading the knowledge of Gita, talking about God, right? So they must be given the same respect that we give to God. Right? So our acharyas like Srila Prabhupada, every single living second in the last few years, he spent continuously translating Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, preaching, traveling, setting up temples. So he should also be given the same respect that one gives to God. Right? He is the servant of God, and he's preaching the exact message that as given by God, and hence his words are as divine as the Lord's words itself. So he's speaking the exact words, and hence he's as divine as the Lord. Okay, so this is also part of Sri Vaishnaviya Tantra Sara, and this is how they explain the glories of a person who preaches the message of Gita continuously. Hare Krishna. Okay, today we are on verse 9, the most confidential information. Remember from the chapter 7, we started discussing Bhakti Yoga, correct? In chapter 7, what was the topic? What was the subject title of the chapter? Does anyone remember?
Knowledge of the absolute.
Knowledge of the
Transcendental
absolute.
knowledge.
And Krishna explained how is maintaining the whole world, how is engaging Prakriti in controlling everything that is created. So knowledge of the absolute, right? And chapter 8 that we discussed yesterday, the topic was, what was the title of the chapter?
Attaining the supreme.
Attaining the supreme. So chapter 8, we went a little more deeper, right? We started the chapter to understand what is the importance of remembering Krishna at death. And Krishna also reveals how to remember Krishna at death. So he's saying you have to continuously remember him every moment, Every minute of your life, you should put endeavor to remember him and perform your prescribed duties. This is the only sure short way to remember Krishna at death as well. And he says one who remembers him at death will definitely reach his abode, right? So we also understand, we spoke about the basics of, gave a very glimpsing view of the material world, right? The cosmology of the material world. We spoke about the 14 planetary systems, how it's divided. We spoke about what goes on, like how does one come back to material earth. And we also mentioned even Brahma, he's also a material being. He might be the lord of Satya Yuga and the highest of all the material planet. But if his karma is such that he has to come down, even he's eligible to come down. But though I think somebody asked the question, has Brahma really come down? There's no Shastric evidence of Brahma coming down so far, which is a good thing. Though there are few glimpses of him also getting bewildered, like the time we spoke about the Brahma Vimochana Leela. He kidnapped some calves and wanted to test Krishna. And that was Brahma Vimochana, where Krishna showed him by expanding himself into all the calves and gopas that he had captured. So there's no evidence of Brahma falling, but the residents of Brahma can definitely fall. Okay. And even Brahma can fall if the situation and logic is as per what, at least as per what Gita is saying. If he meets that requirement that he's lived a sinful life at some point, he will fall down. Or if there's enough sins accumulated, he can also fall down. So this way we ended chapter 8. Now, chapter 9 is talking about the most confidential information, right? Why is Krishna calling this the most confidential information? Like, let's try to break it up. Okay. Now, from chapter 2 to 6, what Krishna has shared in this chapter is knowledge about matter and spirit, right? He's given us information that we are the soul, not this body. So for people who thought we are this body and soul is something inside our body, so the body is controlling the soul, Krishna corrected us. He said, no, we are the soul, not the body. So that was the confidential information he started giving in the beginning. Guhyam, it's Guhyam, confidential, right? Then as we progress 7 and 8, he speaks about devotional service. And devotional service such that just by doing devotional service, we can go back to Godhead, he says. So that is the Guhyantara, more confidential knowledge that he revealed. Okay, now chapter 9 is talking about pure unalloyed devotional service. Okay, Guhyattamam. Guhyattamam. That's the most confidential knowledge, Guhyattamam. Okay, so in this chapter, we are talking about Shuddha Bhakti, Kevala Bhakti. Okay, pure unalloyed devotional service. What does a devotee with pure unalloyed devotional service to the Lord, what is his destination? So Krishna is going to give more intense, confidential secret in this specific chapter. Now, you should also understand, we mentioned that out of the 18 chapters that is there in Bhagavad Gita, the middle 6 chapters, chapter 7 to chapter 12, that is the crux of the whole Bhagavad Gita. It talks about Bhakti Yoga, correct? Now, within the 6 chapters, chapter 7 to chapter 12, within that, chapter 9 and chapter 10, okay, the middle 2 chapters, this is the essence. It is like the summary of the whole Bhakti Yoga. So this is why this 2 chapters is giving pure unalloyed devotional service. So of the 6 Bhakti Yoga chapters, chapter 9 and chapter 10 is a summary of the whole Bhakti Yoga. So with that, we'll move on to the first verse for today. Okay, who wants to read?
Hare Krishna Mataji, may I read?
Madhu Mataji, please go ahead.
Chapter 9.1. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Idam tu te guhyatamam pravakshami anasuyave jnanam vijnana sahitam yajgyatva mokshase shubhat. Translation by Sri Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Krishna is saying, Arjuna, because you're not envious of me. This word envious is very strong because just the one single emotion of envy can bring us all the way down from Goloka to material world. Now let's try to break this word envy. What does envy mean? What is your understanding of envy? Envy towards Krishna.
Being jealous, Mataji?
Jealous.
Envy, the literal meaning is
Jealous, Mataji.
jealous, but what does it mean towards to be envious of Krishna?
Because of his charm, because of his attractiveness, um, you feel very you feel that he's been regarded that way because he's so charming and he's so attractive and he's attracting everybody around. So
Okay. So you're saying his beauty is such that everybody can be envious of him.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Is there any other ideas
He,
on what can be considered envy of Krishna?
he is the enjoyer of everything.
Yes, he's enjoyer of everything. Any other thoughts?
Hare
He's
Krishna Mataji, when you're trying to
absolutely.
get something more what the other person possesses and you
Yeah.
lack.
Yeah, you want something that you lack. You want that more. Now, Krishna, like somebody said, Madhumataji said, is the ultimate enjoyer. Okay, he's the only one in the whole, all the universes that is there to enjoy. Everyone is enjoyed, right? So we also want the same kind of enjoyment at some level. We also want to say, we also want to consider ourselves equal or better than Krishna, right? So people who are envious or what are thinking like this, why only Krishna gets all the praises? Why does Krishna have to be the supreme person? Why can't I be the supreme person, right? Why should I listen to this one person? Why can't I just enjoy my life? So people who have this tendency, these are the kind of people who ultimately come to material existence. Krishna is saying, okay, you want to enjoy independent of me, so go enjoy independent of me. I'll create a universe where you are the center of the universe. Okay, you can enjoy separate or independent of me. You can go enjoy your holidays, you can enjoy your family, you can enjoy your trips, right? Enjoy the money, fame. You can enjoy all that, and this is the only place where jiva can enjoy like that. But ultimately, after spending some people, when they come back, okay, some people may say, okay, now that I've got a free leash on it, I'll go enjoy my life. They'll forget Krishna. But some others may repent their choice, right? Slowly their soul, a soul could be awakened because of their past connections with Krishna, and they may repent and say, okay, I want to go back to Krishna, right? This material life is not for me. There's so many anxieties, so many worries. My children are not listening to me. My wife is constantly fighting to me. My boss is shouting at me all the time. I don't want this life. There's so many bodily diseases, so many mental stress. It was better to be with Krishna. And as you read more about Krishna, you feel, okay, I should go back to Krishna, right? So Krishna is giving that choice to us. What kind of choice do you want? Do you want to continue your life independent of Krishna, or do you want to attach back to Krishna, link back to Krishna? And this is where he introduces us to all the yoga system, where we can get back in connection to Krishna, right? So being envious is just that you want to enjoy independent of Krishna. So you can make a choice when you're on this material world. Do you want to be pro Krishna or void of Krishna? Right? Krishna says he's going to impart that most confidential knowledge in this verse, and he's choosing Arjuna to impart this knowledge because Arjuna is not envious of Krishna. Okay, let's go to the next verse, verse 2.
May I, Mataji?
Yes, Lata Mataji.
Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitramidamuttamam Pratyakshaavagamam Dhamyam Susukam Kartumavyayam. This knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization. It is a perfection of religion. It is everlasting and it is joyfully performed. Hare
Joyfully
Krishna.
performed. Hare Krishna. So Krishna is saying this most confidential information he's going to give. He starts by praising this information. He's not told what this information is, confidential knowledge. But before that, he's praising it. He's saying it's a king of education because it's giving education about the spirit soul, right? How can you it's saying this knowledge will tell you how to perceive yourself, how to perceive your soul, how to like think of the time you might have gone to a ISKCON center. There's a nice kirtan going on. You were fully stressed. You are supposed to do some work and you have not completed the project, but you've taken a 2 hours break. You've come to a sankirtan, right? You're still stressed as you enter the temple, but as soon as you hear the loud chanting, devotees are singing, dancing, you will instantly forget your stress. It could be work stress, family stress, other legal issues, whatever it is. For some time, as long as you're involved in that kirtan and in association of devotees, you will forget about it. You will joyfully participate in that kirtan, right? So you're happy. You can feel that bliss. So someone asked me on a survey question, I think Pavan Prabhu, he asked, why do I get tears when I chant? Or, sometimes I find myself being emotional when I'm chanting. Because your soul, after living through so many material miseries, many lives, this is not their only life. They have gone through many lives, right? And your soul, after many living through so many miseries, so many lowest state of material existence, is finally getting a taste of something it's actually craving for, right? We see this behavior in material life also. So for example, let's think about, you meet a relative, a friend you have not met for a long time, and you're best of buddies. When you meet them, you might hug them, you might have tears of joy, you might cry thinking about how many years you have not met each other. Or a child might be ecstatic just to see that their parents have brought them some toy. They might jump, they might scream, right? They might hug you. So all this can happen. So these are behaviors of ecstatic feeling, right? So you should recognize that these feelings from your of the is actually the feelings of your soul. It's remembering its past interaction with the Lord. It's craving for some of for the same right now, right? So sometimes you naturally, when you talk here about Krishna, you may have tears, you may feel ecstatic, you might feel goosebumps. All that can happen. But that is actually your soul trying to remember Krishna again. So you're doing something that is nurturing the soul. It's trying to remember Krishna again. So that is why sometimes you might have those emotions. Okay, so Krishna is praising this knowledge. He's saying it's a king of education, most secret of all secrets, purest of knowledge, perception of yourself or your soul. It's a perfection of all dharmic activities that one might perform. And the result of all the activities is everlasting and it is joyfully done. Okay, so anything done in Krishna consciousness has everlasting impact. It's not just limited to this life, it has impact life after life. And anyone who's involved in Krishna consciousness is very joyful. I think yesterday we mentioned about the conversation between Yudhishthira and Yaksha. Yaksha is actually Yamaraja who came in the form of Yaksha. Yesterday we discussed about what is the most surprising thing in material life. And that was, and Yudhishthira had responded yesterday to say, it is that humans believe that they will not go through death. Now, similar question today. There was also a question, what is the king of education? Yaksha is asking Yudhishthira, what is the king of education? And Yudhishthira says, the king of education is to have the knowledge of the supreme personality of Godhead. Okay, so this king of education, what is Krishna saying? Let's understand that a little further. Verse 4, could someone please read it?
Mataji, may
Yes, Mataji, Prabhuji.
Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyaktamurtina mat sthani sarva bhutani nacha na chaham tes avastita by me in my unmanifested form. This entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Hare
So,
Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Here, Krishna is now displaying his Aishwarya Jnana, his opulence form. Okay, so he starts with this verse. He's saying that he controls the material world, the unmani. So we already know that earlier he said in his three modes of material nature, is controlling the material nature through Prakriti. And now he's further explaining that. He's saying he pervades or he exists in everything in the material world in his unmanifest form. Unmanifest form is he's there, but he's invisible. Okay, he's unmanifest. He does not show up in a human form or a bodily form to perform these kind of activities. So how does he do these activities? So that is what he's explained further in this verse. All beings are in me and I'm not in them. He's saying everybody is existing in this material world because of me, right? You might remember this episode of when Yashoda thought that Krishna has consumed some soil, and she asked him to open his mouth. And when he opened his mouth, the whole universe, the three worlds were within his mouth. And looking at that, we can understand, listening to that narration, we can understand that Krishna is the Lord of all the universe. He's maintaining all the three universe worlds. So, so this is where he's saying everything exists within me, right? But I am independent of this universe, right? But he's not in them, right? Everything exists within me, but I'm not in them. But Krishna does not depend on you. He's aloof, he's detached. Okay, so Krishna is present everywhere by his personal representation. That we should understand. He's represented. He's selected certain people to represent him, and by diffusion of his various energies. Like for example, Surya Deva is the energy of the Lord. The moon is the energy of the Lord. Varuna is the energy of the Lord. Right? The Atma within us is expansion of the Lord. So these personalities are representing Krishna, right? Are the different energies of Krishna. So this is where he's controlling all the universes, and hence he is there everywhere. But everybody is, but he is not in them. Okay, this is how you understand this verse. Let's read verse 7.
May I?
Yes, Meera Mataji.
सर्वभूतानि कौन्तेय प्रकृतिं यान्ति मामिकां कल्पक्षये पुनस्तानि कल्पदौ विसृजाम्यहम्. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature, and at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So he's now explaining how he's creating and destroying the material universes. And he's doing it all with his different energies. So in the coming chapters, you'll get to a little more about Krishna's expansive energies. They are called as Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, and Shirodakshai Vishnu. But just to give you a small glimpse into how he's creating and destroying the universes. So Mahavishnu is the one who's sleeping in the causal ocean. And as he's breathing, inhaling and exhaling, as he's exhaling from his bodily pores, okay, universes are getting created. So if you think that this is the only universe that exists, there's nothing beyond this universe, we are wrong, because there are many, many universes around us. So imagine, many of the scientists have not even cracked the fact that are there living beings on Mars? Is there water on another planet within our universe? So they are far from figuring out that even beyond our universe, there are more universes. But Mahavishnu, he's creating universe. With every exhale, his universes are coming out from his pores. And as he's inhaling, those universes are going back into him. Now, he has already created these universes as Mahavishnu. Now, what happens next is enters Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. right? He enters into each of this universe. He's lying down. We saw the picture of that material manifestation yesterday. From his nabi comes Brahma, and so every universe has a different Brahma, right? So from his nabi, Brahma sets up the 14 planets, and as soon as the universe is created, then and Garbhodaksha enters it, then jivas take birth in different planets as per their desires from the past or their karma. So they take birth in different universes. So that is Shirodakshay Vishnu. Then, Garbhodakshay Vishnu. Then comes Shirodakshay Vishnu. What he does is entering into each jiva as Paramatma. So in each jiva, there are two souls. One is the individual conditioned soul of the jivatma, and then there is a second soul called the Paramatma. Okay, so this way, Krishna is creating, managing, maintaining, and at the end of time, how does he says in this verse, at end of every millennium, he's referring to the 100 years of Brahma here. So he's saying after 100 years of Brahma, it's not just 100 years of Brahma. Each day or after end of each day when Brahma is sleeping, everything that he created is destroyed. Okay, except for Maharloka and Taparloka, everything lower is destroyed every night of Brahma. And after 100 years, when Brahma dies, everything in that universe that he was controlling is annihilated. Okay, or goes through a dissolution. It's called Mahapralaya. Okay, so this way, through his energy, Brahma is also his energy. So he's creating the universe, managing it, maintaining it, filling it with jivas, and then at the end of time, he's also destroying it. Okay, so he's managing all of this through his various energies. So don't get bogged down with all these technical details yet. I've just given you a glimpse into it as you read the following chapters, and also more details are given in Srimad Bhagavatam. So if you ever come to the point of reading Srimad Bhagavatam in future, after you've completed your study of Gita, you'll get deeper into these concepts as well. Okay, so God is a creator, maintainer, destroyer of innumerable universes. So Krishna is always creating. He's creating innumerable universes. So if we thought that we are alone in this creation, we are not. So we have many, many universes along with this. And in each universe, he has done the same setup. There's a Brahma in each universe, and they are creating their own individual planets, 14 planets. And all that is going on. So imagine Krishna is that busy. He's busy creating all the time. But yet he personally comes down at every day of Brahma. He comes to every material world. He comes in his original form as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. And he's preaching to each one of us on how to go back to Krishna Loka. So imagine, can you get time from your boss, even one level up or two level up? It's very difficult to get their time. But here, Krishna is the boss of all the bosses. He's a director of the whole world, of the universes. And he's making time to go into each material world and take care of all these businesses. He appears personally, right? In his personal original form, he appears and does all these work. So we should be always thankful for Krishna for being so merciful to engage us in his service. He's giving us ideas on what we can do to engage more in his service and go back to him. Stop living in this material world. Come back to me. He's asking in every chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Let's read verse 8.
Shall I read, Mataji?
Yes, Maya Deviji.
Sri Krishna Bhagavad Gita 9.8 Prakritim swam avastabhya vishrajami punah punah bodhagramam imam krishnam avasham prakritir vasat. The whole cosmic order is under me. Under my will, it is automatically manifested again and again. And under my will, it is annihilated at the end. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna. So Krishna is doing all that activities just by willing to do so, right? Just by his will, his energy is manifest, and he's taking care of all this manifestation, unmanifestation, annihilation. He's taking care of all that. Now, one might have a question. Now, Krishna is involved in so many activities. Isn't he going to be bound? Like a conditioned soul, we have read that conditioned soul get bound. The more you work, the more you get bound. But Krishna is saying that he's not going to be bound because he's unattached to any of the work that is there, any creation that is doing annihilation. He's not attached to these activities. Okay. He set up systems and his energies are taking care of it, and they're doing it as a matter of is his will. He's not personally involved, emotionally attached to this universe or that universe. No, he's doing it because that is his way of managing and maintaining the universe, and he's doing it unattached. So he's not getting bound by as a result of these karmas. So let's read the next verse, verse 11.
Can I read, Mataji?
Vidya Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Avananti mam mudha manushi tanumashritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme Lord of all that be. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Krishna is saying only fools deride him when he's born in his human form. Now think of a very good example of this is Shishupala. Does anyone know who is Shishupala? Okay.
Cousin of Krishna.
Cousin of Krishna. So Shishupala's mother and Krishna's father, Vasudeva, are brothers and sisters. So that way Shishupala and Krishna are cousins. Now when Shishupala was born, it said that he was born with some deformities. He was born with 3 eyes, 4 arms. And there was a Akashavani at that point that said, anyone who carries this child and these deformities go from him, that person will be responsible for the death of this child. So what the mother did, anybody who comes to the house to see the child, she'll pass the child in the hand of the visitor to just check if this is the person who's going to kill my child. So this way, when Krishna and Balarama visited their aunt, she passed the child, Shishupala, to Krishna, and immediately his extra eyes, extra arms went off. So the aunt now knew that Krishna is going to kill the son, right? So she begged Krishna, please spare the life of my son. So she's asking Krishna, spare the life of my son. And Krishna assures her, saying, the first 100 mistake he does, I'll forgive him. After 100 mistakes, there's no forgiving, I'll kill him. Mother was happy. Okay, she's begged some extra time for the son. So with that, it said that Shishupala's mood was such that because he constantly associated with people who were envious of Krishna, so he had grown a tendency to envy Krishna. And naturally, because he's from a previous demon birth, he also had the tendency to not associate with Krishna. With that, he spent many, many years criticizing Krishna, finding faults with Krishna. And it so happened when Yudhishthira was going to be coronated, there was a Rajasuya Yagna that was set up. So many renowned sages, Devatas, Brahmaji, all of them were invited to attend this Yagna. And all of these sages, and with discussion with all the kings, they agreed that Krishna will be the first worship person of this Rajasuya Yagna. And accordingly, they offered him a lot of silk garments, nice jewelry. They washed his feet. They offered obeisances. They prayed to him. So like this, Krishna was being worshipped in this Rajasuya Yagna. And in the audience was Shishupala. He was getting angry because all this while he's developed this tendency to think Krishna is my enemy, right? So he's not able to tolerate all this, prayers being offered, respect being offered to Krishna. He's getting angry internally, considered Krishna to be his enemy. So with that anger, he stood in the sabha and started criticizing Krishna. He's questioning everybody's intelligence on why are they praying to a person like Krishna. He's just a gwala. What is his credibility to be honored like this? So he's criticizing everyone in the sabha. He's criticizing Krishna. And Krishna, through all this, he's waiting very patiently and he's counting. What is he counting?
The number of times he's
Number
insulted
Sins.
himself.
He's counting Krishna, Shishupala's sins. So 100 sins, Krishna didn't say anything. He just stood up and in his hand Sudarshana appeared. He chopped Shishupala's neck. Right? So Krishna, there's no point in debating with people who are envious of Krishna. Okay, Krishna calls them fool because they think they are ordinary people. He thinks this Shishupala thought that Krishna is an ordinary person who somehow has come to a lot of wealth and kingdom, so he does not deserve to be a king. He thought that way, but he didn't understand that Krishna is the supreme Lord himself. Despite showing so many reasons to believe, he didn't want to believe. The same thing happened later on as well, right? When Krishna went to Kaurava Sabha as a Shanti Duta. Now, by now, Krishna has shown many reasons to believe that he is the Supreme Lord. Many people would pray to him. But still, the Kauravas, when he went to the Kaurava Sabha as a Shanti Duta, Duryodhana tried to arrest him. Imagine that. How foolish should Duryodhana be, right? So this is the way people of these tendencies are, right? They think Krishna is an ordinary person. Same happened with Kamsa. He was afraid, envious of Krishna, and he sent many demons to kill Krishna. And eventually Krishna killed him as well. So this way, we should understand only fools deride Krishna, right? And those who do not know my transcendental nature as a Supreme Lord, only them will deride Krishna. So here, Krishna is, the word Bhagwan is very often used to define Krishna. Bhagwan, what does the word Bhagwan mean? Bhagavan has two syllables, okay? Bhaga and Van. So Bhaga means opulence. Van is one who possesses. So Krishna is the one who possesses full opulences. What are these opulences? Like Vidya Mataji said, he is full of beauty. Anyone beautiful, we get attracted to it. Our natural tendency is if you see a nice girl, nice man, we get attracted, right? Movie actors are this famous because they are beautiful, or actors are that famous because they are beautiful. But imagine Krishna has 100% of that beauty. We just have a small, minute percentage of that beauty. Okay, we have a very minute person, and yet we feel that we are so beautiful. So imagine how Krishna must be. How beautiful Krishna must be. So Krishna is 100% full beautiful. Then he's full of fame. Like anybody is interested in Krishna, right? There's nobody in this world who doesn't know Krishna. So Krishna is the most famous person that we know in this material world today. Then he's full of wealth. Okay, so imagine his wife is Lakshmi herself. So how can there be any deficit of wealth where Krishna is? And Lakshmi is always there where Krishna is. And it's also said in Krishna book that Krishna has 16,100 wives. And for each of his wives, he had 16,100 palaces. Okay, so he had 16,100 and each wife would live in one palace. And it said that this palace was so luxurious that it was built with nice marbles, nice stones, gems, gold, right? And they didn't even need light in these palaces to see the interiors because the whole place would be lit with the light of the gems. It was that opulent. So Krishna is full of wealth. Then is his strength. Krishna, when he was just 7 years old, he carried the whole Govardhan for 7 days and 7 nights with his small left finger. So that is the strength of Krishna, right? It's unparalleled. Even if you have to hold your dumbbells for 5 minutes and stand, your hands will start shivering. But Krishna was holding, when he was just 7 years old, he was holding the whole Govardhana. So he's got unlimited strength and knowledge. The whole knowledge of Bhagavad Gita comes from Krishna, right? The knowledge that that Brahma received, Lakshmi received, Rudra received, Kumaras received, that's coming from Krishna. So he's the ultimate epitome of knowledge in that sense. So only one who has knowledge can give knowledge, and Krishna is the only one who's authorized to give any kind of knowledge. Okay, and then renunciation. He is the best when it comes to renunciation as well. So imagine if you had all this opulence and someone asked you, can you be my driver for 2 weeks? Would you agree? Right? Krishna agreed. despite being the king of all that opulence, he agreed to be the charioteer for Arjuna. So that is Krishna's renunciation. So Krishna is 100% of all these opulences we listed. He's full of beauty, fame, wealth, strength, knowledge, and renunciation. Hence, he's called Bhagwan. But the opulence that Krishna has, we also have these opulences, right? Some of us are beautiful, some of us are knowledgeable, some of us have good physical strength. We also have some part of his opulences, but our opulences is a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of Krishna's opulences, right? And we don't have all of it in one person. We might have some part of it in one person. And despite that small part of Krishna's overall opulence, we are so puffed up about our beauty, our knowledge, right? In fact, Srila Prabhupada says that when you learn Krishna's knowledge or learn about Krishna, there's a tendency that you'll get puffed up thinking that I know so much about Krishna now. And the only way to dissolve this pride is to involve yourself in devotional service, right? Don't make this knowledge your kirita or your throne. Make it your desire to serve Krishna more humbly. Okay, that's how you should. That's the attitude any devotee has towards Krishna. So let's read the next verse, verse 13. Go ahead, Prabhuji. Yes.
Mahatmanastu mam partha deivim prakritim ashrita bhajanti ananyamanaso jnanatva bhutadim avyayam. Translation: O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in the devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Inexhaustible. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Who's Pritha here in this translation?
Pritha means Kunti Mataji.
Kunti Devi Mataji, correct. So he's referred to as the son of Kunti. Okay, Krishna has told us, he's saying, do not, those who are not deluded, the great souls are under the protection of divine nature. Now, Krishna has told us about his Prakriti, his three modes of material nature. And he's told us anyone who is serving themselves, they are under the control of Prakriti, right? Now, here he's saying, on the other side, those who are not deluded by material nature, such great souls who serve Krishna alone, okay, they are protected by his divine nature. The divine nature is nothing but Krishna himself, right? When the dice game was planned to be played between Kauravas and Pandavas, Pandavas did not invite Krishna to the Rajya Sabha in Hastinapur. Krishna was in Hastinapur, but he was not invited to that place where the dice game was going to play it, because they knew somewhere that internally they are not doing something right. Right, so they didn't want to involve Krishna in all this business of sinful activities. So they didn't invite Krishna. But eventually, when Draupadi finally called out of helplessness for his protection, it's not that he sent someone to save her, right? He appeared there personally to save her. So that is the Krishna's divine nature. He comes personally to save his devotees. And who are his devotees? Those who are fully engaged in devotional service, because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is original and inexhaustible. So these great souls, they know Krishna. They know that Krishna is only protector. He is the only enjoyer, only maintainer, only destroyer. He is supreme. So he is the original person. Everything comes from him, and we exist because of Krishna. So those who know this truth, they have the knowledge and they have offered devotional service to Krishna. So how do they practice devotional service? By always chanting the glories of the Lord. They endeavor with a lot of determination to please the Lord. They constantly bow down in front of the Lord, and they are always worshipping Krishna. So devotees of the Lord don't want anything other than Krishna. Okay, that's their mood. We can understand that little further when we read the verse 22. Can someone read this verse? Okay, I can go. Yeah, go ahead.
Ananya Chintayanto Mam Ye Janav Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Bahamyam. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So there's a nice pastime in Ramayana. It was a time when the bridge between India and Lanka was getting built. So all the Vanaras had assembled. They are bringing in logs of wood. They're trying to do many things. They're trying to be innovative to figure out how to build this bridge. Now Hanuman had this idea. He took a rock. He wrote Lord Ram's name on the rock, and he dropped the rock in the ocean. And immediately this rock started to float, right? So this way he was writing names, writing name, dropping. And many devotees, Vanaras saw this, and they also started writing names of the Lord on the stone and dropping. This way a nice bridge was happening. And Lord Ram noticed this, and he's getting all curious. Are, how is that just because they write the name, my name, on the rock? It's floating. So Rama said, let me also try it. So he wrote his own name on a rock and he dropped it in the ocean. But this rock immersed inside. So now he's very confused. So he goes to Hanuman and asks, how come you wrote the name and dropped it? It's floating, and when I'm writing, it's drowning. So Hanuman says, whoever is protected by you, it could be your name. When you're chanting the name of the Lord, the name of the Lord is protecting, or you are personally protecting him. So whoever is protected by you, how can they ever drown? And one who is rejected by you, how can they ever live? Right? So there's a saying in Hindi that says, Rake Krishna mare kaun, mare Krishna rake kaun. So this is the exact sentiment of this particular verse as well. So he's saying in this verse how he protects his devotees. For those who worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on me, on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and preserve what they have. Yoga kshemam. Yoga is I carry what they lack. He gives whatever we lack in bhakti, he gives that to them, right? And kshemam is I preserve what they have, right? So this way, even the whole episode of Hiranyakashipu and Prahlada has gone through so much torture, right? He was thrown down a cliff. He was put in a pit of snakes. He was put in a blazing fire. He was drowned in an ocean. He went through all that. He was trampled by an elephant. But each time that happened, nothing happened to Prahlada. The Lord was somehow protecting his devotees. Prahlada didn't even have to beg the Lord for protection. He was very confident that the Lord is protecting him, and the Lord showed him that he's being protected, right? Nothing happened. Finally, Hiranyakashipu gets very upset. He says, what is the source of your strength? Each time I try to harm you, you come out very nicely. So what's your source of your strength? And Prahlada says, whatever is your source of strength, or the source of strength of all the living entities, the same is the source of strength to me as well. That is Lord Krishna. Now, Hiranyakashipu had a boon that he will not be killed by a person who is in an animal body or a human body. He had a boon that he cannot be killed by weapons. He had a boon that he will not be killed in daytime or at nighttime, not on earth, not on water. So this way he had come up with a many possible combination of what cannot kill him, right? So when in his furious state, he asked his son Prahlada, is your Lord here in this pillar? Prahlada said, yes, he's in this pillar. He's everywhere. He's in this pillar as well. And Hiranyakashipu immediately broke the pillar and came out the ferocious form of Narsimha. Right? He was so ferocious that everyone was startled. They started running hither, thither, trying to escape. But it was not the twilight time yet. So it said that Narsimha walked out from that room. He went out to the neighborhood that Hiranyakashipu was living in. He started killing all the demons around. Imagine a lion is walking outside your house, killing everyone. How scary that situation is. And Narsimha is ferocious at this point. So he's going and catching every single demon outside. And at the same time, it's getting closer to the twilight time. So he comes back, catches hold of Hiranyakashipu, puts him on the lap, and with his nails, he tears apart the intestines of this demon. Right? He's on the lap. He's neither outside nor inside, not on the sky nor on the on earth. So all these factors, and he's born as a Narasimha, half man and half lion. So he's not an animal nor a human. So Krishna is the most knowledgeable, intelligent of everyone. So he showed it in this form that for his protection of his devotee, he always appears to save his devotees. And in that process, he kills the miscreants as well. So this way, we can understand how Krishna is preserving everything that we lack in bhakti, and he's giving us everything that we lack in bhakti, and is preserving what we have to maintain our Krishna consciousness. Okay, let's read the next verse, verse 26. It's a very famous verse.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can
May I,
I?
Mataji?
Hare
Preeti
Krishna,
Mataji.
may I, Mataji?
Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji, text
Hare
26. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktaya prayachati tadaham bhakta upaharitam ashnami prayat atmana. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Now, various people are doing so many things to please the demigods, to do that devata, do this homa, yagna. People do so many things, but Krishna is saying to pray to Krishna, the process is very simple. And he's very easily pleased. So he's revealing what kind of offering he's accepting. He's accepting leaf, flower, fruit, and water. So devotional service done with love is the only qualification that to serve Krishna. Actually, Krishna does not need anything from us, right? He already has Lakshmi who takes very nice care of him. Every day she cooks such nice things for him every day, serves him very nicely. So Krishna is actually giving us an opportunity to serve him, though he does not really need our service. And he's telling us how simple it is to serve him. Just by offering some little fruits, little tulsi leaves, some flowers, water, he's pleased. So the poorest of poor can follow this process of bhakti. Right? It's not dependent on some rich, he's not asking for any kind of richness, luxury. No, he's asking some very simple things. So we should approach Krishna with no ulterior motives, right? Our only motive must be to serve Krishna. No other ifs and buts, no conditions. Krishna is saying he does not want anything expensive from us. He doesn't want any meat, no alcohol, nothing. He just says, I want fruits and water. That's it, right? So clearly, Krishna is telling us that I will accept this and I'll not accept this. So anything made of vegetables, grains, fruits, water, these are the proper things to offer to Krishna, right? You don't have to cook anything beyond that and offer to Krishna. So whatever Krishna accepts, we will also accept eventually. A devotee is one who eats only Krishna prasada. So if Krishna does not want non-veg food, he does not want to eat any contaminated food, we will not also accept it. So that's the mood devotee works it. What Krishna likes, we offer that to him. And then eventually we also have. We'll not try to enjoy independent of Krishna. Now, there's a nice pastime of a fruit lady in this context. So there was a fruit lady in Gokula. Her name is Sukhiya. So this Sukhiya is selling fruits in Gokula, and she's calling out to everyone saying, please come buy my fruits. And Krishna hears this cry. He was inside his palace. He comes almost, you can see how underdressed Krishna is, but very cute. So Krishna comes running. He's a small boy. And he's saying, I need some fruits. Now Krishna came bare, he was not carrying any cash money on him. The Looking at the sight of Krishna, the innocence, the fruit lady was so happy just looking at him that she gave all her fruits to Krishna. She said, I don't want anything from you. Take all the fruits. It's all yours. But Krishna insists, no, 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 Maya, please stay back. I'll get something for you. Don't go. And looking at the child's insistence, she said, okay, don't worry. I'll stay back. Now this child goes in. He has tiny hands, and with his small fist, he's carrying some grains in his hand. And whatever, even that grains, whatever he's carrying, he's dropping them all on the way. So ultimately, very little grains are left in his hand. And that little grains, he comes and gives to the fruit vendor. Right? Vendor was anyway happy that she was able to serve Krishna. She was happy that Krishna is happy. So ultimately, she was also happy, right? But because Krishna gave these little grains from his fist, she happily accepted it. And thinking of this whole incident, she's very peacefully going back home. Now, as she was walking, she realized that her basket is getting heavier. And she's wondering why. I have emptied all my basket. Why is it getting heavy? So, and when she puts the basket down, she realizes that the basket is filled with all kind of richness, gold, money, gems. So Krishna was reacting to the love of his devotee. The devotee did not serve Krishna with the intention of, I want something in exchange. That was not the mood. But Krishna was reacting to the love of his devotee. He's a bhavagrahi. So he's the one who gets carried away by the love of his devotees. And this way, Krishna, because of her love for Krishna, Krishna in return gave a lot of other material, spiritual gems, money, and that it was how he exchanged a loving exchange between his devotee and Krishna. So Krishna, in other words, is not impersonal. Krishna is a person. Lord Krishna accepts gifts given to him with love. Okay. So let's read the last verse of this chapter, verse 34.
Hare Krishna.
Praveen Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita 9.34. Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyazimamam manakshuru namaskuru mam evaisyaki mam evaisyashi yuktavyam atmanam mat parayanaha.
Let's try it again. Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyagi mam namaskuru mam ivaishyasi yukt vayam atmanam mat parayanaha. Okay, continue.
Thank you. Engage your mind always in thinking of me. Become my devotee, offer obeisances to me, and worship me, being completely absorbed in me. Surely you will come to me. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So this is the ultimate Guhyatamam secret he's giving out to us. He's saying, engage in unalloyed devotional service to the Lord. And because of unalloyed devotion, how is it done? By engaging the mind, always thinking of Krishna, become his devotee, offer obeisances to him, worship Krishna, and be completely absorbed in his thoughts. This is a short formula to go back to Krishna. Okay, so he's giving the importance of unalloyed devotional service. In the previous chapter, he gave more confidential information on how devotional service can be better than any other services, that whatever other activities that you do as prescribed by the Vedas, charities, it's more auspicious than that as well. And here he's saying, by doing unalloyed, just thinking of Krishna, being absorbed in Krishna, all the time, such a devotee is going to come back to him for sure. So this is the Guhyatamam, or the most confidential information that Krishna is revealing. So once you reach this kind of state, all our previous sins are all cleared, right? Our slate is clean again. Okay, sinless we are. And even if we do make some small mistakes at this stage, Krishna will excuse those mistakes and purify us. So that's the assurance Krishna is giving us as well in this specific chapter. So this is how we end the verse chapter 9 of this discussion. Can someone please read the screen?
Mataji, may I?
Yes.
By chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one immediately concentrates on the sound vibration and thinks of the lotus feet of the Lord. And very quickly one is elevated to the position of samadhi or trance. If one goes on chanting the holy names of the Lord, which are not different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, naturally his mind becomes absorbed in thought of
The Lord,
the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam. In thought of the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam.
4th canto, 8th chapter, 44th verse. Purport. Hare Krishna. So,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, a devotee of the Lord, their only objective in life is to serve the Lord. They don't have any other desire. They don't even desire for liberation, moksha. That's a mood of a pure devotee. There is a specific pastime where the goddess of moksha, she is looking for an opportunity to serve the pure devotee of the Lord. Okay, so she's always looking for which devotee can I offer moksha to. But this devotee who is asking Moksha Devi, what is this moksha? I don't understand it. Right? But if this moksha is going to take me away from the service of the Lord, I don't want that moksha. Right? So they are rejecting moksha in favor of serving the Lord. Right? So even after we get moksha, our only objective, even if we go to Goloka, we go to Vaikuntha, our only desire is to still continue serving the Lord. It's not that, now we are free of all duties, we are chutti started, no more serving, no more doing menial business. No, they still want to continue serving the Lord. So a devotee's mood is like that. They don't want anything that takes them away from devotional service of the Lord. Jai. With that, we end this chapter. A quick recap. So to begin with, we are talking about what are the qualities to receive this knowledge, which is to be non-envious of the Lord. So when one is non-envious, they get relief from the material existence, because Krishna will give this knowledge only to them. And Krishna is defining this knowledge as a king of education, and it will give a direct perception of self, and whoever practices or reads this information can do it joyfully, and there's everlasting results. Okay, fools deride me in human form and don't consider his transcendental nature. They don't understand his transcendental. We gave examples of Shishupala, we gave example of Duryodhana, right? And then protection, Krishna is yoga kshemam vayamyaham. So he is giving us what we lack in bhakti and preserving what we already have. So he's taking care of our Krishna consciousness that way. So whatever we offer to Krishna, we must offer it with love and devotion. It could be simplest of things, some little tulsi, water, flower, patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, whatever it is, with love and devotion. That's the only qualification for serving Krishna. Okay, what to do? What to do is think of Krishna all the time, and be a devotee of our obeisances, and be absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. So this is the way to chant the holy name as well. So a quick reminder, you need to be attending at least 14 of these classes to be eligible for the Gita Gyan Level 1 certificate. And I request everyone to stay connected in the groups that you are in right now, because there'll be a lot more programs even after these 18 days. There'll be a lot of follow-up programs. There'll be books that we will be connecting you to, many senior leaders. You already have started classes on Ekadashi, so you can expect those Ekadashi classes to happen every other Ekadashi. Every Ekadashi, which happens once in 15 days or so. So those classes will continue, and we'll also bring in new sessions to read more books that's written by Srila Prabhupada, which is in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. So please stay connected with us, and you'll get updates on all these future programs on the same WhatsApp group. So please don't leave those groups yet. Okay, Jay. So with that, I'm open to any questions.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, can you resolve my doubt? I asked you in the Mataji quiz section.
Jyotismita Mataji, yes. Can you repeat your question, Mataji? Sorry, my phone is restarting.
Actually, ma'am, God forbid, ma'am, in case there are cases when our family traditions allows, which there is no scripture is against that, ma'am. So in that conflict, one has to follow, ma'am, what our parents or ma'am the scriptures.
Does anyone want to try answering that question? If there's a conflict between what the scripture says versus what our parents say in a day-to-day life, what should we follow? Like meat eating, just as an example, right? I'm not saying, are there any examples you want to cite, Mataji?
Yes, ma'am, like drinking or ma'am,
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay. Does anyone want to try responding to that question?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Just don't say anything. Don't say anything. You do as per our sastras. Definitely they will follow within short.
So
That I can.
yeah, so you're saying don't listen to the parents if they are suggesting that you should drink or have non. Yeah.
Don't suggest. As a parent, I am telling, don't suggest. You do whatever the Shastra prescribed for us
Yes.
in our religion. Simply they will follow. So don't say a single word, be silent.
Okay.
That is my suggestion.
So the right way to look at it, one way is that be silent, don't just follow the Shastras, but how to know whether the child knows the Shastras or not. But first of all, the parent should be exposed to knowledge like this, right? They should know what is Shastra and what is not. But if fortunately the child has joined these classes and knows what is a Shastra, it's always better to follow the Shastras versus any material living being, right? Whatever Krishna says is the ultimate rule.
Yes.
Right. But of course,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
shouldn't be very outright there and say, no, I won't follow. You should try explaining to them very nicely, because when you try to say, no, this is what Krishna says and this is not, it so happens that many parents, maybe from the previous generation, they may not be as well read. We are exposed to a lot of classes and we kind of know what Krishna is saying. But maybe the previous generation was not so exposed because they come from a point of that era of industrial revolution. There's a song that says chodo kal ki baat purani, right? Which means to say, forget everything that the scriptures are saying, what the older people have said, just start a new thinking, right? Do everything. So maybe the previous generation in some level are from that kind of era. I'm not saying the whole generation, but many might be educated in that kind of setup. So they may not be exposed to all this kind of education, right? So the right thing to do then is to nicely convince them. Keep giving them Krishna Prasada whenever you have access, right? But ultimately, don't go against the scriptures, right? Don't do anything that is against the regulative principles. The 4 basic things that we follow in ISKCON is no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit relation. And of course, the 16 rounds. So these 4 rules that we follow is our is a way to see, are we even eligible to remember it, or to practice this whole ISKCON, prescribed processes or follow Krishna consciousness. This is like a gateway or a platform to go further from that level. So if you follow these 4 regulative principles, and these are prescribed by the scriptures, there's no denying it. There's no saying, this is better versus that. No, there's no debate. Once it's told by Krishna, that's the ultimate word. But it's just the way you try to convince. It cannot be this versus that, my way or the highway, right? It has to be a more loving way of convincing people who don't know the scriptures. It could be your parents as well, but there should be a more loving and interactive, more communicative way to pass on that message, because relations can break on
Mataji,
such matters.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Radhe,
Mataji,
yes.
one thing that I have to add on this
Yes.
point is similar
Yes.
situation I had with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
And I explained to them every day as to what I used to learn in the classes.
Okay.
I said, you know what, this story is being said here, this story is being said there.
Yes.
And slowly their mindset started changing. And when I
Yes.
started wearing the tilak and all that, I explained to them what is the tilak, what is it that they say about the tilak and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, my mother was against me wearing the tilak because it is not against our customs, so-called customs.
Yes.
But then later on, she's like, "Why are you not wearing a tilak?"
Yes.
That kind of a change came about.
Mm.
So it depends on how you communicate and what kind of a bonding you have with your
Yes.
parents, and how you tell the people what it means to you. And if it means a lot to you, I think parents will naturally accept it.
Yes, yes. But don't start with something simple like, feed them lot of prasadam. Expose them to the smaller books of Krishna consciousness. There are a lot of smaller books. I shared a link online link to purchase smaller books. It's on the group chat. So buy those small books. You don't have to bring the Bhagavad Gita. They might be overwhelmed to see such big books right away. But if you have Bhagavad Gita, of course, they can read it at some point, right? But expose them to the smaller books. It's small booklets, and it'll give them a little idea of what they should expect, or what is Krishna consciousness. And then maybe you can take them to the whole philosophy, or ask them to join one of these classes so they get in-depth knowledge as well. Okay, Jay. Somebody on chat is asking, Harshil Gunja, so you're not getting, are you on Gita Gyan level 2, level 12 group, Prabhuji, English group?
No, ma'am. No, Mataji.
Okay.
Even I don't get the daily quiz also. So,
Okay. Can you put your number on the chat for me? I'll pick up the number and add you to the group.
okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Prabhuji, you also share the number with me as well. I'll add you to the Gita Gyan info site as well.
Okay, Mataji.
Thank you,
That will be
Mataji.
great. Thank you.
Okay, there was another question on the survey link by Pavan Kumar Prabhuji. I think the first question we answered, that I noticed that at times while I'm chanting, I have tears in my eyes. Why that is so? Because like we discussed, because the soul is connecting after going through many, many lives of misery. It's finally finding a taste for what it wants, what it craves for. Right. So it's natural when you see some old friend, you might have tears in your eyes. Similarly, when your soul is reconnecting to Krishna by the process of chanting, some might react ecstatically like this as well. Okay, now second question, how to buy the japa beads. I shared an online link to buy the japa beads, or you can go to the nearest temple and purchase it as well. Third question, how do I stay calm when there's disturbance around me in a family or at office, because I can't ignore them as I'm involved directly in such situations. How to be calm. Okay. Now, being calm is a very tricky situation. Of course, this question is not very clear on what kind of situations these are. Material situations can arise if something is not done right, the family is not getting enough time from you, so there might be conflicts happening of that nature. So those fixes are pretty quick. quick fixes, right? You adjust your time, you get the quality up to standards to your boss or work area, you get that fixes. But if the situation is such that it's beyond your control, you've done everything right, but the situation beyond the control, then you know that there's external elements which may not be material acting as well, right? But we should be aware, why do we have constant anxiety in the material world? Srila Prabhupada gives an example of this to say, when you're in material world, anxiety is guaranteed. You can take material anxiety or you can take anxiety for Krishna, right? You can choose what it is, but anxiety will be there. If he's a devotee of Krishna, you'll take anxiety for Krishna. If some situation in the material world is holding you away from Krishna, then you'll try to quickly fix it and move on so that you can focus back, bring your focus back to Krishna, right? But if there's situations that you can't control, then you have to put your faith back on Krishna. But to have an overall perspective of this, just think of this. Why do we think our problems are this big? Some of us might feel that, I have the biggest problem in the world. Is our problems as big as Prahlad Maharaj, who was tried to kill by his father every day? Right? Is our problems as big as Pandavas, who had to give up their kingdom, go through so many years of Vanavasa, right? How are they able to sustain those anxiety versus what are we doing different, right? Because they had faith in Krishna. They knew that if Krishna is giving us these troubles, it's good for us. If Krishna is giving us this happiness, it's good for us. They had complete faith. They had faith in the nature of Krishna, the divine nature of Krishna. But think of it. Okay, you have a real problem in life, and people have a tendency in their mind to amplify certain problems. Not all problems might be of that nature. Mostly it's playing on in our head, right? Krishna, I'm just giving you the bigger picture, extrapolated to your level. So Krishna has created these many universes, multi-billion, billion universes, right? And in that multi-billion, billion universes, or even more, we are just one universe. Within that universe, in India alone, okay, we have 1.5 human beings. If you consider all the jivas across this 14 planets in Earth, okay, or animals, how many jivas are there, right? Okay, let's say we are talking about human beings alone. Human beings, we have 8 billion population on Earth alone, right? Now, in that 8 billion people all over the world, you are this one person. Our relevance is as much as a small grain of sand in a desert when you look at the overall scheme of things. But yet we feel that this problem has come to me. I have this problem, and that becomes the center of our attention throughout, right? We feel that there's nothing bigger in this world than and this project could be work related problems. This is something that happened because you are working on a project, something is not working right, and some situation has arrived. The situation with the project is for 3 months, but when that problem comes, that should be the center of your universe or everyone's universe. Why does this tendency come? Because, like I said at the beginning of the call, because we think that we want to enjoy independent of Krishna. So when that kind of tendency happens, what happens? Krishna says, okay, I've created this world. You're the boss of this world. Every problem is centered around you. Every happiness is centered around you. And this is exactly what is happening. Your mind makes you feel that this problem that has happened is what that is. There's nothing above and beyond, right? But we should control our mind. We should tell our mind who's the real boss. How can these small problems be bigger than Krishna? How can these problems take us away from Krishna, right? The real boss is Krishna himself. So we should tell our problems how big Krishna is. The problems are very small compared to Krishna. So if you have the capacity to solve it, go solve it. But if you don't have the capacity to solve it, put faith in Krishna. You're a devotee of Krishna. Put faith in Krishna and let Krishna solve that problem for you. But But that's how a devotee thinks. It's not that, now this problem has come, now I don't trust Krishna. That should not be a mentality. And this is how Maya Devi is also constantly testing us. She puts us through different situations. Krishna has not taken control of our life yet, right? The Daivi nature is not protecting us yet. He's letting material nature control us till the point you are ready to surrender to Krishna. You have developed faith in Krishna. When that happens, Krishna will take control. Till then, material nature, Maya Devi is putting her through different situation, family situation, work situation. She wants to see, do you remember Krishna in such situations also? Or you forget Krishna? So we should be aware that you're being tested. You're being tested to see how ready you are to go back to Krishna. And you should face this kind of situations in that kind of mood as well. Okay, that you'll have faith in Krishna, then all these problems don't matter. Krishna will disappear, make them disappear if it's going to disturb you. Just put faith, pray to Krishna, ask him to remove these problems for you so you can focus back on him. Jay, any other questions? If not, thank you for joining us today. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnebhyo namo namah.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna to all devotees assembled here. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to everybody assembled.
Hare Krishna Mataji,
Thank you very much
Pranam
for this session.
to everyone.
Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you very much. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, I'm going to end the call for everyone. Thank you for joining. We'll have a class tomorrow as well, Friday at 7 p.m. We'll meet then. Hare Krishna.